Hi everybody, this is Joseph Sharon and I'm back again with another series review. I just recently watched Sweet Tooth, which is on Netflix, and this is actually based on a graphic novel or comic book. And I had heard of the comic book itself. I've never read the comic book, but I was going into this thing entirely blind, so I really didn't know what to expect. I mean, I knew a little bit about the premise of it, the plot of it, and I thought, yeah, this is definitely interesting. But with the whole H5N9 thing, I thought, isn't that a SARS virus? And that kind of made me go, because COVID-19 is a SARS virus. But anyway, that hits a little bit too close to home. And of course, with Utopia had a another plot that was akin to this, although people became sterile. But this is totally different. I mean, it's along the same lines, but it stands out on its own right, and I did enjoy it. I would give three stars out of 5, and 2 thumbs down. I guess 2 thumbs up definitely, because the direction, the cinematography, the music, the characters, all those are top notch. I mean, these are really good actors and actresses. The people they chose for the roles suit the roles to a T. And there are a few characters I love immediately. I'm not going to say who they are. You can probably guess from, if you know me, then you know what characters I love the most. There were quite a few plot holes, I felt, just scientifically speaking. A lot of logic inconsistencies that I mean, I know it's based off a comic book, but if you're going to portray a post-apocalyptic society, there are certain things that just make sense scientifically speaking and logically speaking and analytically speaking and just out of rationale. So rationally, a lot of this just really didn't add up. just it didn't. And that was my one real nag, and that's the only thing I'm vetching about. And sorry to vetch about it, but it just didn't really follow suit. And I thought, no, this is not, it's not following any kind of sequence. It's not making sense. I actually wrote a letter to Robert Downey Jr. on this. I mean, it wasn't a complaining letter. It was a critique. And I was just saying, this is what you should do to make this more reasonable and something that actually is quite logical and scientifically based. And it just would make more, it would be more plausible that way. I mean, I know I'm probably being too critical, but that's my only real nag about the series. But it's a wonderful series. It has really good lessons in it. However, my only other real complaint is that it's a little woke. Not like American Gods woke, but there are moments within the series itself you think, really, we're going there? Why are we going there? This is so dumb. I mean, I'm getting so tired of all this woke crap. It's just, I mean, I'm as much of an advocate for certain things as other people are, but I think that there are more important things that we should be worried about rather than getting in each other's faces, yelling at each other, and not looking at the root cause of our problems, and then standing up to that root cause, working together, and solving it. But of course, a lot of people are like, no. Come on, we're human beings. We do. We're not human, sit on the siders, spectators. No, this is a continual effort, I think, in our part. And it just is sad to me. It brought that to the forefront for me. And it really brought that to light. And I thought, yeah, I'm glad you did, but it was unnecessary. But as I said before, top-notch actors, actresses. Some of the CGI was not convincing. I'm not going to say what scenes in particular, they just look fake. But I know they have a limited budget to work with, but I do feel that Robert Downey Jr. presented us with a rollicking story, excellent takeaway notes to gain from it. But beyond that, I can't really say that much. I mean, I loved it. I'm hoping they do a second season. But that's about all I have to say. Other than I'm getting back into, I remember I said I'm not getting back into Mortal Instruments. Well, that was a white lie. I read Mortal Instruments since it came out. I fell in love with it. Of course, there are people say, oh, it's just like Twilight. I'm like, no, Twilight is trash. I'm sorry. Twilight is tripe. It always has been and always shall be. And I don't like Twilight, needless to say. Mortal Instruments, yes, it has its cringeworthy moments, but it's a sensationally written story. I just like the idea of, you know, like, Supernatural. I think it's like Supernatural, only different from Supernatural, and you have a whole academy of hunters, so to speak. And I always like that. And I like the fact that you have different characters that are relegated to the realm of superstition and lore and mythology and tales. And of course, we do know that in real life, there are such things as vampires. I mean, they don't, you know, fly around at night. There are people that do actually participate in the vampire lifestyle, but there are real vampires in the world, energy vampires. I'm one of the opposite. what would you call an energy recharger? I guess I'm an energy recharger. That's why they come to me. It's like, we like your energy. We we like your positivity. We like your glow. Oh, you glow. I'm like, oh, get away from me. I don't want your negativity. But it's like, oh, lighthouse. Woo! This what happens when you're positive. But you just have to you have to put up a shield. You have to protect yourself with armor. And that's what I do. I'm like, nope. Sorry. No negativity coming in here, but yeah, you can't let it affect you. But like I said, there are true energy vampires, and then there are people like me who are, for lack of a better term, healers. What else can I say? Oh, I'm going to be watching that. I need to watch the rest of The Detectorist Season 2, which I have not seen all of it yet, and I fell in love with The Detectorist, and I am actually a metal detector for fun. I don't do it for a profit, and it's enjoyable. It's an enjoyable hobby. I like it. Who knew? Of course, my surrogate brother got me into it, and every time he's like, I need to go, someone called me to look for something. I'm like, can I go, please? This is always an adventure. Then, of course, the other series I need to get into to finish is Marvelous Miss Maisel. I only watched one episode of season 3, so I don't know how it ends, and I don't know if it's going to get renewed. I need to see the rest of The Magicians, which I highly doubt he'll watch with me because he won't know what's going on. Of course, Mr. Robot season 4. I haven't watched the rest of Mr. Robot. What other series do I need to watch? I'm trying to think what that series was, honestly. I don't think I can recall. It's been too long. But yeah, those are the series I need to catch up on. And that's what I've been doing. And I'm hoping I get Disney Plus so I can watch a little bit of WandaVision and Falcon and Falcon and the Shield or whatever it is. Falcon and Winter Soldier, yeah. And of course, Loki. Loki's coming out, and we all love to hate Loki. We love Loki as well. But I've been working on quite a few things. That's about all I have to say. I would say more, but I want to keep it under wraps for now, and I want to keep it secret. So that's all I have to say for now. Live long, prosper. Ciao, Tutti.